That's right, y'all, going straight into another sparring day today. This is my round one. As you can see, we're just starting out with what we usually do, and that is probe with the jab. I'm not just trying to, immediately attack my sparring partner head on. I'm trying to gather data as I usually do. Now he throws a quick jab there that immediately splits my guard, and another one. So I really am a lot more wary because this is just a lot more different. Now I'm able to escape from that corner there. It's always something good because I get caught on those corners a lot. Feigning to the body, going to the head, but really his guard is pretty tough, so I really just didn't throw enough power behind it. He's backing me up. I get that 2 straight through the guard. But he's just able to, do the same. He doesn't back off that often, and you're gonna see that a lot throughout this whole spar. As you can see, just like that, he goes right in, gets his combos, and I'm not able to retaliate with just nearly enough power that's necessary to stop him. It's an alright combo right there with that double jab, and as you can see, I'm throwing that jab up top with that cross to the body. Okay, now he gets tripped up there in the dead spot, and I make sure he's alright to continue. Obviously he is, but now anyway, here's something that I really need to get used to. I was trying to do something new here, include more infighting into my fighting style today, but as you can see, I still get trapped on the ropes, and instead of, trying to actually infight with him and trade, I should have just instead do what I usually do and escape, but that's the round over. Anyway, Coach talked to me here for a bit. Always appreciate him for helping me out. Round 2 of this spar, y'all. As I stated, gotta love Coach for always being there, helping me out. But anyway, a bit more intensity. 1-2 off the bat. Another 1-2, as always. These 2 uppercuts get through, and luckily I'm able to escape once again, throwing a jab out there that catches him. I really shouldn't be focusing on uppercuts, just knowing how powerful this guy is. My sparring partner here, he's pretty dangerous, but I really am taking a liking to that jab into that body straight. If I could implement it a lot better and smoothen it out, I think it's going to be a great addition to my game. Anyway, as you can see, he's able to back me up just with his power. And as you can see, he literally just doesn't back down. His chin, or his temperament, he's just like made out of stone or something. Continuing out, we just literally throwaway jabs. I'm able to escape the corner with a 2-3 once again. Blinding jab to the top with a body straight to the bottom. Do it twice, and hopefully, I think it got through there. After this, just know we're going to be looking at the actual stats behind everything. Punch count, punch landed, types of punches landed. But then, as you can see, continuing on, I luckily get out of there. I do something kind of weird and zesty, but it's alright. We then immediately got backed up after getting hit with a short hook, which I didn't like. Obviously, it's really something that I need to get used to, because as you can see, whenever I go off balance, it looks like I'm literally about to die and fall over. So that might incur standing 8 counts in the future, but anyway, that's the end of the second round. Coach is here talking to me again, and this is round 3. Immediately he guns it. He goes straight in and starts throwing punches. I wasn't expecting that at all. I was expecting a bit more, but I should always stay prepared. As you can see, I threw a quick combo just on the inside there. I don't know why I was a bit lispy, but it's alright. We're just continuing on with the pendulum. Now that cross didn't land because he literally just stepped back. He actually gets a punch in while I'm punching. I get away just by clinching and making sure that he doesn't do anything. and go for that 2-1. But I'm really lunging in with that straight, so that's something I need to account for in the future. I think I may need to just keep my head offline more. Now I should have thrown that 2 instead of just another 1, just like that, because I think it may have a chance of screening his guard, but I don't know for certain. But this sparring partner, right, he just doesn't back down. His name's Miguel. Really cool. We then continued on. He just kept throwing. As you can see, he backs me up again. I'm able to barely circle out, but not, fruitless for him. He just continued to damage me there. I threw a really weird shot, and if that hook landed any better, I probably would have been wobbled just a tiny bit. He pushes me off of him. I throw a 1-2, and we're continuing with everything. There's that 4-3. We're almost at the end. He wobbles me again with a little bit of stuff. Then there's a 2-3 from me, and hopefully I tried to get anything here, but I'm gonna be honest, y'all, I vomited a bit in my mouth, and you're about to see why in the stats. Alright, y'all, glasses are on. That means we're gonna go right into the statistics, so let's start that right now. Round 1, I started out with no hooks from the left hand, but there's a couple more hooks and uppercuts, as you can see, to the body and to the head. Just these punches. I started to throw them a lot more, even in round 2 and round 3. You could see that, I just started to throw them, and that was kind of my goal. I was trying to infight today. Obviously, I took a lot more damage, and yeah. Now, I did say that I was throwing up in my mouth a bit, and part of that was because, yes, I didn't train for a bit because I was sick, but as you can see, compared to my last spar, I threw 170 punches, and I threw 143 in my last spar, which is about a 27 punch difference. So that's a lot of work there. Now, my landing percentage got slightly worse today with a 37.65%. I also threw a lot more straights to the head today with my left. But all in all, I think it was a pretty successful sparring session for me, just because, I got in, tried to execute what I could. I found something new which I really like, which was the jab to the top with a straight to the body. And overall, I just felt pretty good about it. Now, for my sparring partner Miguel, in the first round, he threw 21, landed 12, 57.14. That's compared to my 30% landing percentage. And even though he threw about 1/3 less than I threw, he threw literally 6 punches away from how many I landed. So all in all, he did pretty good in this round. Now in round 2, he has a 43.33% landing percentage, 30 punches thrown, 13 landed. And overall, that's pretty good. As you can see, he landed that right hand a lot more than I did. I had a 44% landing percentage in that round. He had a 55%. And finally, in round 3, he threw 37, landed 17, and had a 45.95% landing percentage. That's compared to my 37.5% landing percentage. And overall, you could see how much more accurate he was to me here. As you can see, with the right hand, he landed 43%. With my left hand, I only landed 29%. With his left hand, he landed 40%, and I only landed 29%. Once again, with my right hand. So overall, you can see, the accuracy went up, even though he threw it less than what I did. In summary, he had 88 punches thrown, 42 landed, and a 47.73% landing percentage. All in all, most of his punches went to the head, but you know what? He was able to land a lot more than I did with a 47.73 compared to my, once again, 37% landing percentage. Even though I landed more than 2 times his shots, I only had about 20 punches more in margin. So overall, he did really well here. But overall, I think that's about it for me. I had an overall pretty fun spar today. Obviously, I need to go back to the lab, start focusing on what I normally do, get some escapes in, get my jabs straighter, and yeah, I think that's a good checklist. So, I'm Kobe Gaza. Please subscribe, and I hope you have a great day.